There's a lot at stake. This is not an ordinary time, and this is not an ordinary election. We are going to be choosing a president who will set policy for not just 4 or 8 years, but because of some of the important decisions we have to make here at home and around the world, from the Supreme Court to energy and so much else. And so there is a lot at stake. It's one of the most consequential elections that we've had.
You know, Sergey, in anticipation of this important meeting and our time here together, I wanted to present you with a little gift which represents what President Obama and Vice President Biden and I have been saying. And that is, we want to reset our relationship.
Let's do it together.
So we will do it together, okay? We worked hard to get the right Russian word. Do you think we got it?
You get it wrong.
I got it wrong.
Can we talk a little about Russia? You famously pressed the reset button. Are you embarrassed by that now, that gesture?
No, I thought it was a brilliant stroke, which in retrospect appears even more so, because look at what we accomplished.
I'm honestly a huge Hillary fan. I think that Hillary can do a lot for this country. I loved her tenure as Secretary of State. I'm actually doing my senior thesis on it at the moment. So, I mean, if I could see her run for president, I'd definitely vote for her.
Secretary Clinton, one question on foreign policy. You were described in a recent acclaimed book by Mark Landler as being the, quote, house hawk in the Clinton war cabinet. And we know that you, and you've talked about this, you encouraged the president to intervene in Libya. We came, we saw, he died.
Just remember, there's a special place in hell for women who don't help each other.
As Secretary of State, she has just done a great job in not letting things deteriorate.
We came up with a way of supporting their efforts that did not cost a single American life, and we saved a lot of Libyan lives. Now, could we have done more after the Gaddafi regime was ended? Well, that's always second guessing, and I'm sure that there's more we could have done, but let's look at what we did do. I did recommend that at the beginning of this conflict, we do more to help train those who were in the forefront of leading the opposition against Assad, looking to try to bring the moderates together. You know, a lot of these rebels originally, they were business people, they were professional people, they were students. They had no training in going up against the Syrian army, which Assad clearly was going to use to the ultimate effect. Now, having said all this, why aren't I 50 points ahead, you might ask? Well, the choice for working families has never been clearer. I'm the only candidate which has a policy about how to bring economic opportunity using clean, renewable energy as the key into coal country. Because we're going to put a lot of coal miners and coal companies out of business. Right, Tim? Like the Trans-Pacific Partnership, or TPP. Australia is a critical partner. This TPP sets the gold standard in trade agreements to open, free, transparent, fair trade. Now there's a new request to release transcripts of speeches that have been given. When everybody agrees to do that, I will as well, because I think it's important we all abide by the same standard. So let's do the tax return standard first.
The purported excerpts of Secretary Clinton's paid speeches, which she has refused to release, and one line in particular in which you, Secretary Clinton, purportedly say you need both a public and private position on certain issues.
So you can't be square with the American people.
I wrote a whole chapter about this in my book, Hard Choices. I'd be glad to send it to you, Congressman.
I need all white people to move to the back. This is a black and brown resistance movement. White media, get to the back. Black media,
We need to take these people on. They are often connected to big drug cartels. They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel. And the president has asked the FBI to launch a very concerted effort against gangs everywhere.
If you don't vote, everyone might find out that you're the opposite of on fleek, or that you're basic, or even worse, that you've got it.
And the only way we can prove that to you is by having lots of famous people.
Lots of famous people.
Lots and lots of famous people. Just a shit ton of famous people. Repeating how important.
How important it is. Register. Register. Register.
Vote.
You jump right. All right, sorry, I stepped on your line. Go again. My fault. Go.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Helen.
What's the story? Morning glory.
What's a tale? Nightingale.
Tell me quick about Hugo and Kim.
Hi, Margie.
Hi, Alice.
What's the story? Morning glory.
What's the word? Hummingbird.
Have you heard about Hugo and Kim?